If you have any sort of problem, either eat or drink water, and that's gonna solve like, I don't know, at least 75% of your problems out here. We are currently on the edge of Jasper National Park, going into the last two sections of the Great Divide Trail, F and G. They're really long, and because of some closures, we have to do it all as one push. That'll mean 300 kilometers, which we've planned for like 12 days, essentially. 12 heavy days, so we're carrying maybe slightly more food than necessary. But I just want to take you into my backpack here and show you what's all in there. This is also very budget minded. Well, let's get in there and show you what I eat. So first, here's what 12 days of food looks like. We got this sack, which normally holds about 7 days. And then this whole other giant bag. Wow. 12 days of food. It's a lot of food. I'm not the biggest breakfast person. I usually like to hike maybe an hour or two. Usually I do coffee with hot chocolate, and this is just bulk. We just bought like, I don't know, 1 pound containers, and then we just split them between the two of us into Ziploc bags. So some coffee with hot chocolate for breakfast, oatmeal for more towards the end of the route on this. I get really sick of oatmeal pretty fast, so but it packs well, and this is more emergency food, kind of.
Did you just spill the last of our food?
No, it spilled. I didn't spill anything. It spilled from its...
And then I also have some Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts are pretty heavy, but they're really cheap, and they're kind of filling. So I've been eating these for breakfast. Out here now, I just have 6 of them, so I'll have like a breakfast Pop-Tart for the next like 6 days. And then I'll switch to the trail mix. And this is more of like a lunch, kind of just snacky food, a little bit for breakfast if I'm super hungry. But this is a mix that we made ourselves. It's peanuts, like the baking chocolate chips, almonds, and cranberries. So it's pretty cheap to make. And between 2 people, we each have a bag like this. So that whole mix made like a giant gallon bag of food. For kind of snacks and lunches, it's all these like Nature Valley almond peanut butter bars. I bought 12 Snickers bars, so I basically get to eat a Snickers every single day. I really love Snickers. And then we have a bunch of these like cheap like Quaker granola bars. These are just like small, like 100, 120 calorie bars. They're nice just to have a quick snack if you're not super hungry there, just to keep you rolling. When we're hiking, it's really nice to eat something essentially every hour. And then every single time I stop, I'm snacking on potato chips and my trail mix. And for this, I'm carrying 3 bags of chips. And these are the cheapest, best, most calorie dense food you can actually carry because it's fat and salt essentially. And at $1 a bag, you really can't beat it. I've got 3 bags, and then Ilsa has 2 more bags. So we get to eat a bag of chips every other day.
Chippies!
And then with the trail mix too, every time we stop, just eat food. Constantly trickling food into your body. For lunches, we usually do hot lunch. We do a ramen. Ramen are very calorie dense. The target for calories is generally 100 or more calories for every ounce that the food weighs. So ramen, that's 460 calories in, well, everything out here is in grams. So this is 100 grams. And what is it, like 29 grams in an ounce or something like that. So it's really quite good. And they're filling. For dinners, we've got 3 mac and cheeses. We ate 1 mac and cheese last night, so I'm down to 2. I tried the Kraft, and for a long time Kraft was really good and they're cheap, but now every time I bought the Kraft, it just turns into glue. It's almost inedible.
Yeah, this pasta is gross.
I even tried rinsing the pasta first, and it was still just full starchy glue muck. It's super disgusting.
Glue.
So now I just spend a little bit more and actually get the Annie's and actually get to like enjoy and eat real mac and cheese. We also eat a ton of these rice sides. I really enjoy these. I could probably eat these every day. I also like the pasta ones. I don't care for the pasta ones as much. they're a little more finicky than the rice. You have to be really careful with your water levels and how you cook them because they can get starchy and end up soupy and stuff. Whereas the rice is like the rice just absorbs the water better, so you don't have to worry about these as much. And they're also slightly more filling. They're also really calorie dense. One of these is like 600 calories in one of these packets. So I just got like chicken fried rice, honey garlic noodles. The teriyaki noodles are also really good, as is the cheddar broccoli. And then when we're not on quite such a long, heavy section, we'll also carry some like sausage links and then cut the sausage up and maybe put like one or half of one if they're super big in your dinner, and God, is that good just to spice it up. We also have ramen. I'm carrying 14 packets of ramen on this section here, and then 3 big packets of instant mashed potatoes. So I'll have quite a few dinners for ramens, and then we'll do the ramen bomb. So mix like half a packet of one of these mashed potatoes in there, and then just extra ramen, yeah, just in case, because they are like pretty light and pretty calorie dense. They're easy to carry, although they are bulky. And then I have 1 couscous. I ran out of Ziploc, so that's why it's in this candy bag, because these plastic bags tend to fall apart. But couscous is amazing. It's just really expensive out here. It was around like $4, so I only packed out 1 of them. But couscous is a very calorie dense meal, so it's a great option, and it cooks super fast. So it's great food to get into camp because it's ready in like 5 minutes. Just warm up some water, pour the couscous in, and you're ready to eat, as opposed to these rice sides, which can take like 8 minutes or more. Otherwise, I've got a giant bag of candy. Candy's really good towards the end of the days and the end of the route when you start to get some brain fog out there, basically on trail. If you have any sort of problem, either eat or drink water, and that's gonna solve like, I don't know, at least 75% of your problems out here. I'm really hungry, almost dizzying hungry, but yeah, just keep walking, keep pushing, and we'll finish this thing up. And the candy really helps just kind of like keep you going mentally and stuff, get that sugar into your brain. And then we do obviously our cooking out here. So I'm just using a little 750 milliliter pot. I love this size because I can fit a big canister inside of it. And then I just have a little MSR stove. This is like the Pocket Rocket 2. I like it a little better than the BRS's that some people recommend. Just these tend to work a little better. They do a little better in the wind. And I just trust them a little bit more than the Chinese knockoffs, although a ton of people use them and haven't had issues. I just watched one stove explode once on the Appalachian Trail, and yeah, I buy the name brand ones every time after watching that. But yeah, we got 25 kilometers to hike today and a lot of uphill to do, so I'm gonna pack all this in my backpack. It barely fits in there, it's like super overflowing. But I hope that helps you guys like plan out some food, plan out your resupplies. Happy trails, y'all. See you next time.
The last marker of the GDP.